What is going on YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Crusaders, where we dominate crypto one coin at a time. Before getting started, would like to ask, please smash that like button, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Helps me make these videos for you guys and find the newest coin. I am not a financial advisor, so please, really please, trade at your own risk and do your own research. So I have a new project for you guys. It's called Wanaka Farm. You can find them at wanakafarm.com. And it caught my attention because it was trending on the Kucoin chart, and we'll basically see what it has to offer. So right off the bat, there's a lot going on. It looks like a farm-based game. It says right here, NFT game Wanaka. Now correct me if I'm saying this right. Wanaka or Wanaka by Wana. So I would assume it's Wanaka. And there's some cool animations. You see a little bit about what's happening of a farm game going down. Looks like they have some news here. There was a land sale, new trailer, closed alpha test, wanna dance, staking. So there's a staking system. It's pretty cool. There's a game trailer. Now I won't play it. You can look at it on your own time due to copyright issues, but feel free to watch it. Now the features of this project. So there's a farm. Players are randomly assigned when starting the game. Players can renovate, decorate, and exchange with others. There's a trading market. The NFT exchange market is the harvested items, including farm items, seeds, crops, and livestock. So if there's a lot of people involved in this NFT market or in this game, these NFTs may have a lot of value, and I would assume you are able to exchange these NFTs. And with that being said, you would most likely be able to earn real money. Now you could feed and grow your crops. Players will choose to buy seeds or pets or both to grow on their farm according to their preferences or the suitability of the environment they have for each species. Looks like you have your own choices when it comes to buying seeds or pets and growing them. Build and decorate the farm. Players can go to the market to buy decorative items and expand their farm. Combination and crossbreeding. So you could create new things with seeds and pets, which is pretty interesting. New breeds according to their parents. There's a harvest feature. Harvested products from the farm will be owned by the players in the form of digital assets on cyberspace or NFT tokens on the blockchain. Farming with friends. There you could also farm with friends, it seems like. At Wanaka Farm, we aim to balance the two main pillars. Immerse players into a relaxing and zenitude playing environment and provide a revenue stream for every player. Gene mutations. Each seed pet will have a different number of genes. Normal genes and mutant genes. Using genetic analysis to know the gene mutation rate. The higher the gene mutation rate, the higher the probability of creating a mutant tree. That being said, more value to the ecosystem or to your pet if you're able to mutate these genes. So right off the bat, that was quite a lot of information to take in my opinion. But from the gist of it, it looks like you'll be sent to a instant. I would assume this is an instant-based game. And within the instant-based game, you're able to do all these things. Harvest, farm with friends, gene mutation. Or it might be also a private world where you're able to create your own lobby or your own game and people are able to join. Now going on to the roadmap. Now this is a literal definition of the roadmap, which I do like. It's pretty straightforward. One, there was an IDO when released, and Staking Wanna game release 1.0 on the PC. Phase 2 game release 1.1 browser. So the game has been released. It'll soon go into phase 3, which is Q1 of 2022, where it is released on Android and iOS, and going on to more. Now going on to the team. Now this is pretty cool. I like how they show their faces, you know who's behind the project based off their last names. I would assume they're from Vietnam. This is a Vietnam based team. Executive and development. Now we have Trung, Tuan, Duke, and Sang. And they have their credentials here. Pretty cool. More. There is Kucoin, Leo, Tung, Tan, Kong, Lam, Quinn, Yu, and Tien. Now, I apologize if I pronounced their names wrong, but they pretty much have the credentials, their LinkedIns, their Telegrams, all pretty cool. So there's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 people in the team overall, which is quite big compared to other projects. Also, which is not a bad thing. Now they have partnerships and investors. So partnerships and investors, we have Kyber Alumni Fund, KAF, Blockchain, Ape, Tomo Chain, Babylon's Duck DAO, Oxbow Pools, Lua Ventures, Black Ventures, Kiwi Group Ventures, Kiwi Group, Attack Ventures, Moon Whale, TK Ventures, Marabo, Mochi Lab, Mochi Market, and Kucoin. It is secured by Certic and so they have audits, a Certic audit, which is pretty cool, and you can subscribe to their newsletter. Now you can find them on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, Medium, and Facebook. Now going on to the ecosystem, it is on the Binance Smart Chain. It is a BEP20 token. You could find them in Tron, also Polygon, interesting, Solana, Babylon's, Binance, NFT, and Mochi Market. So it spreads out through these ecosystems, which is pretty cool. Going on to their pitch deck, so it says right here, play, relax, earn an immersive blockchain-based gaming experience. They have a table of contents, pretty cool. Now it talks a little bit more about the game, introducing the farm, the landscape opportunities. Basically, this is the pitch to an investor, I would assume, how they envisioned the farm, sight and sound on Wanaka Farm. So there's internal sounds in the game. You get to relax. It's a well-stacked farm. Their go-to market strategy, their objectives. Now we won't go fully into depth in this. You can look in your own time. We're just gonna skim over it. They have a target audience anywhere from 16 to 38 years old. So far, the ratio is 60% female and 40% male. Roadmap, earning, their business model with the tokens. So there's a max supply of 500 million. It has utilities, as staking, a governance system, and events participation, stuff like that. Here's the allocation, which is important to know. So when it got launched, there was 12.5 million tokens, 2.5%. There's a private sale of 27.5 million tokens. It's quite large, 5.5%. But I digress. A strategic partnership, 30 million tokens. Team and advisors, 100 million tokens. Staking rewards. It's locked into the staking reward pool is 50 million. Community marketing, 50 million. Reserves, 95 million. Now I'm not entirely sure what reserves are for. Play to earn rewards, there's 125 million, which is the largest allocation, and the DEX liquidity, the DEX liquidity is at 10 million. So there's a total supply of 500 million tokens. Looks like they have a release schedule of the tokens. Let's zoom in, it's quite small. So it shows you when each allocation will be released and the months, the period. So far they show the use of funds, which is pretty cool. I like the transparency. 55% went into development, 15% went into the ecosystem growth, 10% went to operational expenses, and 20% went into liquidity and exchanges. Here we have the team, pretty large team. Like how they show the faces. The partnerships, we looked at that. Connecting, if you want to contact them. Going on to their green paper. Now this is the substitute for the white paper, but they call it green paper. They have a table of contents right in the beginning, pretty cool. They talk about the introduction, so it's pretty much similar to the pitch deck. The intended audience, building blocks on the Wanaka farm. So it says right here, to start the game, each feature farmer of Wanaka needs to create an account and will be distributed in an in-game avatar to begin. The account will be linked to a wallet like MetaMask, from where the farmer will store his in-game items and confirm transactions. Pretty straightforward. Each player will represent a farmer, whether you are into DeFi or not, in the beautiful town of Wanaka, and is represented by an avatar. In the game, where the players can interact with each other through the avatar, the player can also modify the avatar by reinstalling if desired. Here's what the avatars look like. To purchase lands, players can go directly to the market, the Wanaka market, or multi-marketplace, such as Mochi.market and Binance NFT. The lands have a limited supply and are created as NFT. After purchasing a land, players are free to decorate his or own land to their liking with various in-game items such as houses, lakes, decorations, pets, plants, and other items which can be additionally purchased on the market. As an illustration, the image below shows a simplified scenario describing two options that new players can choose when starting the game. Since the game enables the renting of lands, each land NFT can be used as an investment as well, where landowners are free to set the rent that they wish to charge. It's a free market. So that's interesting. It looks like this is, in a way, you're renting land in digital cyberspace, but could be compared to real life as well. So you can earn passive income. Here we have a breakdown. We have the player. They could rent land or buy new land. So with the new land, you could make a farm, put pets on it, and harvest these items. Or you could rent the land, and this is the tree. So it says right here, although it is a free market, players are not able to take others' lands freely. This is because when a land is rented, the transaction is carried out through a smart contract, thereby providing protection to the landowners by ensuring that the leasee won't be able to resell the land in the marketplace. So it's pretty much secure. Your land is secure. It talks about modes and devices, talk about the different lands. So it's NFT land if you want to buy land. Now there are 4 different types of lands. There's basic lands, lake, forest, and sea. Initially, only basic lands will be made available for the first sale event with a limited supply. There are different seasons, like in New Zealand, there are 4 seasons. The different seasons will create a unique experience because each growing item can be farmed only on specific seasons. So it looks like you're limited to what you can grow per season, which makes sense. As to the scarcity of the things, NFTs, there are different types of rarities. So we have common, uncommon, rare, legendary, mythical, and immortal. And obviously immortal is probably the most expensive. You could probably make a lot of money with that based on what you get. Now in-game assets, there's land, seed items, growing items, harvested items, product items, and build items. Seed items are fundamental to the game's assets in order to begin farming and grow products on the Wanaka Farm. Upon starting the game, the player will need to purchase them on the Wanaka Farms game store. Can be either normally or genetically modified. Players are able to create modified seeds, and you can grow your items. Looks like each growing item evolves from stage 1 to 3 based on this picture. There's harvested items, can be traded. There's product item, you obtain them from harvesting, and you can make them using a recipe which is required. Building items, pretty straightforward. Players energy, so you do have energy if you want to be productive. I would assume you're able to recharge this energy by more of the tokens. I could be wrong. Land's level, so it has a level. Each land has level. The longer the player spends time on farming, the higher the level it will be. With the new level, the player may unlock new growing items that can be farmed on the land, so more opportunity. So these are things that help the land's level: growing and preparing slots, planting trees, irrigate trees, feed and grow pets, harvest crops. There's a production house, a breeding house, life cycle to the items, and it shows right here the different cycles. So seed items go into growing items, stage 1 to 3. They can get harvested, and then they could go into the breeding house to get recycled, or go to the production house to make items. Game activities, there is a feed and growing system with your pets, harvesting system, produce system, and here are the flow charts if you want to look at them. Pretty straightforward. So this is how you crossbreed. Harvested item 1 plus 2, put them in the breeding house. There's the percentage of success. It'll either create a new seed item 1, so a success or a fail. Trading items, the shop, so it's pretty cool. They have their own shop. Play to earn, business model, earn and relax. So this aims to be a relaxing game, so you can earn real money using this game. Now the tokenomics, I kind of wish they put this in the front page, so we know. That's totally fine. So the ticker is WANA. It is a BEP20 token on the Binance Smart Chain. So there's a max total of 500 million WANA, and players and investors need WANA to interact in this ecosystem. There's a staking system, voting, which gives you governance, voting, rewards, and events. Pretty straightforward. So this is different ways to earn the token. You can compete in games, you could stake, you could vote, and then this is how you could spend it. Token allocation, we looked at this. Here's a chart of the different allocations. The token distribution, looked at that. Use of funds, looked at that. Some more, we already saw this on the pitch. Now it looks like the largest market is the US, and the second one it looks like it is in China. or Russia, correct me if I'm wrong. Market size, says right here. There's a VR mode, it's pretty cool. It's compatible with these. It's an AR mode as well, pretty cool. It talks about DAO, community events, different events, the team, the partnerships, and the contacts. So that was a pretty filled white paper. I will say that this white paper is one of the better white papers I have seen. It's pretty detailed. It tells you what you need to know about the project, which I really like. Now going on to bscheck.eu. Now this is a preliminary check. It doesn't necessarily guarantee it'll be a scam, but I like using it as a check. So it says right here, ownership is not renounced. Now there are reasons why it might not be renounced. For example, as the project advances, they'll need to make changes to the contract, as also because of advancing technology. Here's the liquidity pool info. So the dev's liquidity pool corresponds to 3% of the total supply. Top holders, bit mixed, nothing too uniform. Here's the dev wallet info. You could check that on your own time. So overall, it seems to be okay. Going on to BSC scan, we have the total supply of 500 million, 48,000 addresses, and a total of 577,000 transfers. Now, this is quite good to see. There are transactions happening every second, every other second. So it's quite active. Going on to the price chart, it's currently sitting at $4, $4.5. It's currently selling at $4.5. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Are you interested in this project? Are you already involved in this project? Do you see yourself buying land, building a farm, and creating another form of revenue? In my personal opinion, I do see a lot of potential with this project. It provides the ability to create a revenue stream. At the same time, it's relaxing and it is a game at the end of the day. But do keep in mind, with any project, there's a potential it may fail. If the ecosystem does fail, if people don't want to get involved anymore, this project will ultimately fail. But with that being said, as I said, I do see it having a lot of potential. I'd really like the aspects of how they're transparent, the detailed white paper, the team, the LinkedIns. It pretty much checked off most of the things I'd like to see in the project. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.